Hey, what's up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition, and today we're going to be looking at a small comic book haul. Before I did that, I wanted to show you my custom-made um, comic book box. These are books I picked up in the later part of 2016 to 2017, and the reason why I've been going so hard as far as collecting is because I've been watching you guys' videos, man. I just want to be brutally honest with you guys. You guys inspire me a lot. And being that you guys inspire me, I've been spending, a lot of time and a lot of money plugging in the holes and the gaps in my collection from when I was younger. So with that being said, you know how we do it. Let's get into some comics. Okay, so I was at work and they told me that it's a comic book shop down the street from the job. So I went in there and the guy had like old school Nintendos, blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking around and I finally see, a glass, what was it? The glass counter. And I see he has some slab books, but his slab books are like ridiculously priced. He had the first appearance of Sabretooth. That was like, it wasn't even in good condition. I think it was like a 7.0 and he was selling it for like 160 to 180. I was like, no way, dude. Anyway. So as I got ready to walk out, he was like, hey, I got some dollar comics right there, but you won't find anything. So you know how we do on Direct Edition. I was like, challenge accepted. So I looked through his dollar bin, and the first pickup I got was X-Men Alpha. This is the Age of Apocalypse. Really cool book. So yeah, he told me nothing was in his dollar bin, that I wouldn't find anything. And I was like, dude, okay, whatever. I found Gambit #1. And this is a nice book. It goes for a good amount on eBay. And yeah, like I said, I got it for $1. I love this gold foil cover. This is the next gem that I found for $1. This is the Flash 79. I don't know why this goes for, so much on eBay. I have no idea. I think it's about like a $10 to $20 book. I have no idea. It's not like it's the first appearance of Professor Zoom. So if you guys know anything about this book, just feel free to tell me. I have this book, but mine is a newsstand, and it's not only a newsstand, but it's one of the newsstands where the owner of the shop or the owner of whatever I bought it from, I think I bought it from like a gas station off a spinner, they put a permanent marker through the barcode so you couldn't return it. So that was pretty weird, but yeah, I'm glad to have this back in my collection. Now I have two. This is another cool one that I was able to pick up. This is Spiderman Unlimited. This is part of the Maximum Carnage. I had this in my childhood when I took my comic books to college, or a couple of them. I remember I left this book where I was working at. I was working in the rec hall. And when I came back for it, because I realized I had left that and I left my Silver Surfer with the foil cover where Nova dies. Yeah, I left both of those, and when I came back, both of them were gone. So I finally have this back in my collection. And remember, this guy said that I couldn't find anything out of his dollar bin. When I ran across this in his bin, I just laughed, because this is my second copy. This is where Apocalypse pins Wolverine up against Sabretooth to see who will get the adamantium added and become his Horseman of Death. And Wolverine knew that he couldn't let Sabretooth become the Horseman of Death because Sabretooth would, go ham on everybody. So Wolverine promptly whooped Sabretooth's butt. And this is the, what do you call it? Silver foil claw cover. Now it's only one more that I need to get out of this Wolverine 145. There's a gold claw cover, and I'm really, really looking for that one. As a Wolverine fan, I have to have that gold claw cover. Might just have to go to eBay. And I love the oldie, goldie, dusty crusties. I'm starting to get into them, and I have to give them a break. And I'm starting to get into the old school crusty dusties. I have to give them a break as far as the spines are concerned. But, I'm really an extremist when it comes to collecting. So I hate that about myself, but I cannot change. Like, But I was saying that to say this is the last pickup I got from the guy's shop. I wanted to support him. This is Spectre 1969, which is one of the oldest comics I have in my collection. I'm shooting for older ones, but the reason why I can't pick them up is because they're beat up to death. But I need to stop being like that. This is a 12 center. Really, really like it. It's a part of comic book history. So yeah, bought it for 14, which is what it goes for online. So it's fine, but pretty cool. So next I'm going to show you some quick Second of Charles pickups. This is Power Pack number 19. It has Better Ray Bill. It has Kitty Pryde, Wolverine. I'm really looking for that Power Pack number 1. I see that in you guys' videos a lot. Thumbs up to you guys for having Power Pack number 1. And also, too, I'm a big Better Ray Bill fan. So thumbs up to you guys, too, who have the first appearance of Better Ray Bill. I think it's pretty cool, man. And yeah, man, when I see that stuff in you guys' channels, I instantly become a fan. Okay, so this is the direction we're going to go on this channel as far as Spider-Man is concerned. I'm definitely trying to pick up all the black suit issues. I love the Back in Black series. So you guys know, if you've been paying attention to my channel, a couple of videos back, I put the modern Back in Black run together, and I still have a couple more books. I'm being long-winded, but I said that to say this is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 131, 1987, and this is the Web of Spider-Man number 31, 1987. Now, the significance of the first book is this is Kraven's last hunt. That villain that you see in the sewer, that is Vermin. And the Spider-Man that you see in the background, that is not Peter Parker. That is none other than Kraven the Hunter. So Kraven said that he's going to put on a Spider-Man suit and do what Peter Parker was not willing to do. And that was beating the crap out of Vermin. He beat the crap out of Vermin. And in the Web of Spider-Man 31, I believe this is the beginning to Kraven's last hunt. That rifle that you see pointed at Spider-Man, that's something that Kraven never wanted to do. He always wanted to beat Spider-Man with his bare hands, but being the fact that Spider-Man beat his butt so many times, he said, hey, I'm going to get a gun and shoot him. And that's what he did. And then he buried Spider-Man alive, and he became Spider-Man. So that's what I'm going to do as far as, my Spider-Mans are concerned. I'm really starting to gravitate towards Kraven's Last Hunt. Pretty cool. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 371 and 376. The only reason why I bought these 2 copies is because it's completely out of my childhood. When I was about 10 or 11 years old, Hurricane Andrew hit Miami, Florida. And so that's when I really, really, really gravitated towards comics. I remember this truck coming up with supply reliefs, and they gave me, a bag of comics. And definitely that 376 was in it. And also, too, the Death of Iron Man was in that. And I still haven't ran across that book, but I definitely want to get the Death of Tony Stark. Really, really cool, man. So, yeah. And the 376 is a newsstand. Just had to point that out for you guys. So this is Alpha Flight 24, 1985. And I just picked it up because of some Alpha Flight goodness. I think that's Hella on the front. I'm not sure. I haven't read it yet. The interesting thing about this book is it automatically reminded me of Wolverine Goes to Hell. When Wolverine went to hell, Puck was already in hell for some reason. But I think they bought Puck back. But anyway, we're going to be picking up some Alpha Flights just because I want to. And I do what I want because I want what I do. And that's the end of it. So check this out. We have 2 New Mutants. The reason why I picked up the first New Mutant, I don't know what number it is. I can't see it from here. But the first one, The Fall of the Mutants, the reason why I picked that one up is because it's The Fall of the Mutants. I didn't realize how many New Mutants title fell under the Fall of the Mutants. So I've dug myself in kind of a hole as far as plugging in the holes and plugging in the gaps of the Fall of the Mutants. But hey, I'm going to do what I have to do. Now, the next one is New Mutants number 75. I think that's what I see. That's Magneto versus Sebastian Shaw. Sebastian Shaw would be one of my favorite villains. Love what Kevin Bacon did with the character. I thought Kevin Bacon was going to drop the ball. Matter of fact, I didn't even know Kevin Bacon was going to be in the movie until I sat down in the theaters and actually saw him play Sebastian Shaw. But man, Kevin Bacon did it, man. I love the part where he comes in the mutant compound or wherever Professor X has the young mutants. And he's just like, where are the mutants? And they're shooting at him. And he's like, stupid humans, you have no idea. And he turned around and blew all of them away. But anyway, this is Magneto battles the Black King. I saw it as somebody's video and I thought it was very cool. So when I ran across it, I was like, oh, have to pick it up. So this is new X-Men 126, and I bought this out just for a simple debate. Now, when you actually go on Wikipedia or you Google something or CGC says something is like a first appearance of somebody, that's not necessarily true. And the reason why I say that is because I want to show you something. Now, if you look at the character that's right above Professor X, right? You see the guy in the glasses and the suspenders? Who is that? That would be Kid Omega. Now, if you go back and look at if you research it and you look for the first appearance of Kid Omega, they don't acknowledge this cover. And I'm like, how can you not acknowledge this cover when Kid Omega is sitting right there above Professor X? So to me, this would be the first appearance of Kid Omega. I bought this just for a debate. And I do have the first appearance of Kid Omega, so-called the first appearance of Kid Omega. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys something, especially you X-Men fans. So getting into the oldie, crusty, and dusties, these are not that old. I think they're like 1990 and maybe like 1989 or something like that. This is Marvel Comic Presents with Wolverine. Definitely love these older covers. The number 3 I got just because it's a number 3. I definitely need number 1 with Wolverine on the front, smoking that cigar with his claw shining. And I picked up this 46 because I was like, this Wolverine looks kind of familiar. And so I got to looking, and look who drew it. That's Rob Liefeld. So this is an early Wolverine run. I'm sorry. This is an early Liefeld drawing. So yeah, I thought it's pretty cool. Liefeld, you don't suck. I think you're pretty cool. So as I missed Second and Charles, I was kind of not finding any kind of like books that I was like really excited about. I was kind of just finding fillers, and then I ran across 3 books. No, 2 books. This will be one of them. This is Black Knight number 1. It never did really kick off. Like I think this series got canceled, but it's still cool to have because it's a Black Knight number 1, and I really enjoyed finding this book. So pretty cool. Okay, so I'm in Second and Charles and run across Wolverine number 10 for just $1.25. And we're just going to coin this like we do all the time. Dumbass moment. I was in a rush to get Wolverine number 10 back in the day off of eBay for $12. The guy said it was a fine copy. I believed him, and I bought it for $12. And if you look at the difference between the 2 books, man, there's no comparison. You can obviously see which one is the cleaner copy and which one is the bad copy. I'm not going to get upset because we all, make mistakes or whatever, and we all get burnt sometimes. But if you allow my sexy fingers to interrupt your video, I'm going to go ahead and show you just, the condition of this orangey book. This book looks like freaking tangerine. But I was happy to have it, as a part of history. Look, the guy must have been eating some like tacos or something that spilled some grease on it. But yeah, man, I'm not. I'm happy to say, I found that in Second and Charles for just $1.25. I was surprised because I was like, Second and Charles doesn't know. Like, this book is a key issue. Like, it tells the backstory of, Silver Fox and, the cabin and, how Sabretooth went in there and killed her. And then, they met up at the bar and Sabretooth proceeded to kick Wolverine's butt. The only thing about this story that differs from the movie X-Men Origins or Wolverine X-Men Origins is the part where Sabretooth actually breaks Wolverine's claws off. That was actually Cyber. So, yep. So we got to the point in the video where you asked me, you say, hey, Fred Hall Direct Edition, what are you reading right now? And I'm still reading the Star Wars book. I have like 2 more chapters to go or 2 more books to go within this book. And I can say it's nothing slow in this book. Everything is action, action, action. I've been blown away by it. Really like it. And let me move. Okay, that's the dust cover on the side. And that's the actual inside of the book or the outside. How do you say it? It's the outside of the book, but it's under the dust jacket. And most of your hardcovers come with this. It's called a dust jacket. Most of your hardcovers come with that. See, this is the back of it. And this is the inside of your dust jacket. Very cool. Okay? And yeah, man, I really like my hardcovers. And I wanted to show you guys, if you allow my sexy hands once again to interrupt your video, I wanted to show you guys this. Now that's loot. Now watch this. When I saw that, I was blown away. I was just like, Marvel, wow. You just outdid yourself. Man. God, man. Look at Boba Fett. Then it wraps back around the loop. So yeah. This is what I'm still reading right now. Like I said, I have 2 more chapters, which would be considered 2 more comic books in this arc to read. And I'll be done. It's 12 books. I think it's like 256 pages. Very right cool. Now. So we have 2 main events, and this would be number 1. This is Batwoman number 1, the new 52. Really love this cover. I think I picked it up for like $5. Let's zoom in and see. Yeah, like $4.95. Man, what more can I say? I just really, really like this book. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, that's your first main event. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. And so lastly, for your main event, we have the giant size Amazing Spider-Man, the wedding issue. This is a newsstand. When I went to Dave's Comics, I was like, hey, how much? He was like, $10. I was like, run it. Let's do this, man. I have always seen this book in like my Wizard magazines and stuff like that. So definitely always wanted to have it in my collection. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, man, what more can you say about it? The only other thing I can say about it is they actually had a wedding in, it wasn't Madison Square Garden, or it was somewhere in New York where, people dressed up. This was produced by Marvel. People dressed up in the actual Spider-Man and Mary Jane got married. That's so corny. But anyway, so yeah, the wedding issue. Yep. The funny thing about the wedding issue too is that I saw it in advertisement of some of my old Wizard magazines, and I've always wanted it, and I finally got it. So it's always cool to check one off the list of your childhood things that you want to get. So yeah, pretty cool. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning into another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. I pray that you guys be successful in life. And like I said, remember, focus on the ones that show you love, not on the ones that don't show you love. And I will keep commenting on you guys' videos. And you guys keep up the good work, man. You guys inspire me, like I said at the beginning of the video. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.